click is ETG. Eat the goose. Eat the goose. Yeah,
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
Don't shoot. Which I need some proof. Just watch my videos, man.
Video and then,
2 racks a
just
week.
showing all your 2,500. I said, okay. All right, that's good with that.
68 hours, so it was $2,075.60.
I work like 70, I don't remember, like 73, 74 hours. I made like 3,400, close to 3,500.
I made $2,001.
62 hours, and I had 2,400.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
All right, let's get it. Man, what's going on, people? Drum roll. Guitar. Piano. Ronnie Speed coming back. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. Here we have another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge. Here we have David. David, give the audience an introduction. Let them know what platform you drive on and what market you drive in.
Shit, I'm driving for Uber. I'm driving in New York City, and I did Uber a couple years back, but then I stopped doing it and like motivated. I wasn't working enough.
Okay.
Now it's like this is my second week back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now the screenshots is what I showed you from last week, and it's right now I'm on my second week.
Okay. Yeah, not too shabby. So let's, before we even start the questions, man, since it's your first week back, we might as well get to the screenshot. So I have the screenshot that he sent me. He was online 70 hours. Do you remember? Or I could just do it because I didn't want to, steal the shine from you.
On Friday, and I worked like a little bit on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 21 something. I think 21.97. I think.
Okay. Yeah, on here it says $2,034. Not too shabby. But I know, sometimes, they don't show all like the full earnings in the balance. So sometimes you gotta go to like the wallet, and that's where it show like the full amount.
Yeah,
but still, huh?
The wallet really more.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why when I do like the updates, I show wallets for whatever reason. They don't put all of the earnings once you click like the earnings tab. But still in all, man, he made 2,100. But if y'all want to try to hate, I don't believe him. He still made 2 racks a week. So shut up, man, or not too shabby. So you said, oh, say that again.
I said I'm about to hit it again this week.
Okay. Absolutely, man. So I know you said that you used to drive, then you took some time off because you wasn't motivated. One, why did you take the time off, and what were you doing in the meantime?
I took the time off because it was getting too expensive. Because over here in New York, you gotta rent the car or lease the car, and it's like a weekly payment.
Yeah.
You gotta pay. At that time, it was like 400 a week.
Mm-hmm.
I came back, it's 500 a week. So I have to do the 2,000 plus to make money. That's why I've been that so much.
Okay, and what made you come back? Because I know he's like, man, this shit, the car payment high as hell. But now you came back when the car payment's even more expensive.
Honestly, I was watching YouTube videos, and then I saw your video, and I'm like, he make 2,000 a week. I'm like, nah. If he can make 2,000 a week, I could probably do that. I could do it too. So I started, and I started the process. I had to do the process all over, like the whole, because it's like a TOC process you got to do in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do like a whole process, and after I finished that, I just went and rented a car and started.
Okay, yeah, I never heard of that. See, let the audience know, for the people who are not familiar with the New York process of signing up. What exactly is that?
That's taxi limousine commission.
Okay.
Everybody who drives like taxis in New York, like the green cabs, the yellow cabs, and the
Mhm.
Uber, they all have to go through that whole process.
Okay.
It's
Do you
like
have to pay a fee or just like some paperwork that you have to do or what?
application fee, defensive driving fee, drug tests. They give all
Damn.
wheelchair accessible vehicle classes for 3 days. I think 3 days it is.
Dang, you gotta do all that.
Yes, after you got to take a I think it's a 80 question test.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot, man. Because some people, they'll be discouraged as far as like, you know what, I don't want to pay for this high ass vehicle rental, and also I got to take these classes, do all this extra stuff just to drive, man. So once you seen that $2,000, you go, all right, I got to get it now. Like I know if he could do it, I could do it. Other people have done it. So what had like switched as far as like your mindset, from back in the past until now?
I've been watching like a lot of self-development videos.
Mm.
So I've been doing that for like 2 years, and like now I'm a completely different person than I was a couple years ago when I was doing Uber.
Yep.
Now I got patience and discipline. Like every day I'm up at like 4:35 in the morning, and I'm
Mhm.
out like all day.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to you, man. And I always state, you got to readapt your mindset if you want to, live a better life and specifically, be successful or on your path to success. Like, what was inside of you that you were seeking? But okay, let me work on myself, man. I want better. Like, why did you even want to, practice or pursue self development in the first place?
Honestly, like I've been going right in my life, and I had to like figure out what was going on. And most of the time, you got to search in yourself to see what's going on with you.
Hmm.
And that's what I did. I did a whole bunch of self-development, a whole lot of audiobooks.
Okay.
That helped me out a lot.
Hmm. And who were you listening to as far as like motivational speakers or what type of books? And who
Um,
helped you out?
um, Eric Thomas,
Oh,
um,
ET, yeah.
Neville Goddard,
Okay.
who else? Jim Rohn,
Hmm.
and who else? Tony Robbins.
Hmm.
Uh, who else I would listen to? I can't even think right
No, no,
now.
those are definitely good people, and that's kind of how I started, my journey, start working on myself because when originally started driving, man, I was trying to get back in school. It was cool because I was just making money, but in the process, once I start to see the potential in this, I was like, all right, man, how exactly can I start working for myself, start relying on myself, excuse me, start planning for the future. And I just started soaking up all this like information and all this like knowledge and working on myself. Yeah, that's exactly where it has to start, man. And I think that's why a lot of people, specifically drivers, are frustrated because they haven't did like the self development. So now, since you've been working on yourself for a while, what type of state of mind or I guess peace within yourself or the confidence that you have in yourself now compared to back then?
Now, like way more patience.
Yeah.
And New York is nothing but traffic. So if you can't, like, you see how like if there was no traffic, I'd probably be like 30 minutes away from my crib. But it'd
Mhm.
be so traffic, it'd take me like an hour.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, maybe we could do it while I'm driving.
Hmm.
But yeah, nah. Right now I'm in Brooklyn. I'm like 38 minutes away.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you as far as like patience, because I used to get upset at certain traffic, and a lot of people do that. Even passengers that I pick up, like, oh, I couldn't do this. I'm like, why? Well, I don't like to sit in traffic. Like, why? I just got road rage. Like, why do you have road rage? So, like, once you start asking yourself those specific questions, a lot of people don't have answers for them. They just say stuff. They don't really know who they are or why they think the way they think or what makes them tick or upset them. And you gotta know yourself, and the personal development definitely has helped me in that way, as well, man. So shout out to you for taking the action and working on yourself behind the process. And I know you said that you was looking up like information and stuff on YouTube. Did you come across like the negative rideshare drivers?
Um, yeah, there was a few. Like
Okay.
they did the reviews about Uber and Lyft,
Mm-hmm.
but I figured like honestly, I'm backing it because of you mainly.
Okay. Thank
Seeing
you.
skills on a regular, and I'm like, he's doing a 2,000 a week on a regular.
Mm-hmm.
And in New York is like super busy, so I'm like, yo, if he could do it over there, I definitely could do it over here.
Exactly, man. And it's like, because some people they'll look at it. Because I got this one hater. Every video I post, he just talks shit. Every single video. It's funny. So shout out to you. I forgot his name, but he know who he is. Every comment, I mean, every video I post, he hates talking about work and corporate or I work in the office. Why didn't you assume that I was just out here just lying or just clickbaiting and you know I really work for the company and I really don't drive? Like, did you get that or
You was posting other people who was doing it too, and they wasn't in the busy cities either. So I'm like, nah, if everybody doing it, I gotta be able to do it.
right? Right, exactly, and that's exactly what how it is and why I started because a lot of people have questions as far as, oh, I live in Atlanta, I live here. Do you think I can make $2,000 or how uh, can I make $2,000? And I just said, I'll come up with a challenge so more people can start to see it, and that way they don't have some of these questions because most people never really push themselves. So if you never pushed yourself, you never had the self development and worked on yourself behind the scenes, you would never push yourself to the limits. You'll just play around with it. You'll be undisciplined. You'll be inconsistent with the driving. Then more often than not, you will have a bad experience. So that's how
That,
it is.
that was my first experience. I was too inconsistent. I had too much freedom,
Hmm.
and I wasn't used
Yep.
to somebody telling
See.
me to go to work. But now it's like, nah, I'm gonna get up every day, 4:30, 5 o'clock the latest, and I'm gonna be out there,
Hmm.
and I'll be till I hit my goal. So lately,
Man.
400 a day. So I've been out here like however many hours it take. Some days I'm
Yeah.
out here. But the only reason I was out 15 hours was because I'll go to the airport and they have like a wait.
Hmm.
You don't know how long you're gonna be there. So I'm like there for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Okay.
And every hour I'm like, damn, I waited this long, I might as well keep waiting. So my first for like 3 hours each for each day. So I was
Damn.
like, on the airport no more. If I go and drop somebody off, I'm gonna just drop them off and I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing because I could make way more money driving around in Manhattan for 3.5 hours than I can waiting for one good
Yeah.
airport ride.
And you know what? I'm glad that you shared that because a lot of people they'll have strategies like, oh, I'm just gonna sit at the wait at the airport. But I think a lot of people who or most people who do it, they just find a reason to be lazy so they can sit there, maybe smoke their little cigarettes or play video games, or you can see them on laying back, talking to their wife on FaceTime or. But yeah, man, and at least you experience that, at least you learn. And I think that's another important element of doing this and testing yourself and testing, certain time frames and being out there so you can learn these lessons. Because
Yeah,
now it's like shit from experience. You waited an hour to 3 hours, you ain't get a rise. Like shit, like you said, you could just go to Manhattan and make more money there. So that's one of the benefits. A lot of people are scared to work, and but you're not, because look, if you see like the screenshot, bam, I'm put up again. You worked 70 hours and 32 minutes. Was that the longest that you ever worked?
for Uber, yeah, that was the longest ever.
Okay, and how did that 70 hours feel like? Because I'm pretty sure, yeah. How did that feel like the whole week? Like let's go back in time, to that week that you drove 70 hours. Did you even
Honestly,
know you was gonna drive 70 hours? Were you?
nah, I didn't even know I was gonna drive 70 hours. I put in like 15 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go until they kicked me off the act, but I ended up getting sleepy, so I just went home.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
I can't make it. It's like they keep adding time to the drive time. Man, I'm long
Yeah.
trying to.
See, and like people, they like, oh well, you said drive 84 hours. Like people get into this for the flexibility, but you also had like the flexibility and freedom not to do it as well. I'm telling people to do it so they could test their market and learn it, and also more importantly, learn themselves and what they are capable of doing. Like you just said for yourself, 70 hours. This is the most that you ever driven. On that Sunday, oh, you didn't even drive Sunday. After on that Saturday, once you completed, like, damn, I was online for 70 hours. You looked at the 7, the 0, and the 32. What was you thinking?
Honestly, I seen it like the week, like the next week, but I wouldn't pay attention to the
Uh
hours. I
huh.
was just like the 400 a week. I mean, the 400 a day.
Yeah, yeah.
Notice I did the 70. I did 2 hours on Sunday too, so I did like
Okay.
7.
Yeah, so you
But
was like, mhm.
when I look back at it, I was like, oh snap, I did 72 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Now, how hard was that? Was that like really hard? Because some people like, man, that's a lot, man. I don't have time to do anything else. Like, walk us through like the times you start, like your strategy, like how do you attack, your day.
Usually I start at 4:30, 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up.
Well, damn.
Yeah, my battery got cut off.
Oh no, no, that's all good. Yeah, but you was just talking about, like the times that you start.
Yeah, usually I start like 4:30, 5 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll stay out until I make like probably like around 200 or two something, and then I could probably take like a 2 hour or 3 hour break
Mm-hmm.
because it'd be like slow, like around like between 1 to like 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go back out like at 4, and I'll work out from 4 to like 9.
Okay.
Like today, that's what I did today, and I'm basically done. If I do another trip for like $13, I'll hit my 400 for the day.
This nigga out here eating it first or a second week back, man. You better than like a lot of I guess guys who've been doing this for years. I mean, even though like you took some time off and you came back to the game, but now you have like a game plan. You got some discipline. You got a
Yeah,
consistent schedule, and it's like now you're able to do the things that you have to do, and you can always critique it and approach it, but I think discipline is like the number one priority if you want to do this full time or be successful at doing this or achieving 2 racks a week. But in your opinion, why do you think this challenge is important?
it'll help a lot of people out because I know people still struggling with Uber probably, and if they all they gotta do is do it one time, just put in the hours one time and see like their potential. If they could do the 12 hours every day for 1 week, they'll see the potential in their market wherever they at.
Yeah, absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head. But like I said, it's not even about the market. Fuck the market. You will see the potential within yourself.
Yeah,
Because now you are capable of working 12 hours, 11, 10 hours, whatever the case may be. I think for most people, 60 hours is more than most people ever work. I mean, because let's say they got a job, they work a few days overtime, maybe they'll hit 48, 50, 52 hours. But now you're talking about 60 plus 70, 80 some hours a week. That's totally different. So it's like you working, almost like 1.1.5 times more than the average person. And especially if you ever do able to do that consistently, now you can understand your market, understand what times to be. Now you could structure your day properly. Okay, I got to drive at these times. I can still hit my goals. I can still do this thing. Because too many people, they waste time. In my opinion, they just waste time. They waste their day. And even I
Yeah.
started off like that. So that's how I'm able to say, and that's what most people do. They start, they don't take it serious. So
Yeah, but
hell
I could
yeah,
work like 2, 3 hour breaks in between. Like I could work for like 5, 6 hours in the morning, and then I could work 5, 6 hours after like my 2 or 3 hour break.
absolutely. Yeah, man. It's
But
so
I
many.
usually try to get it done before that though.
Yeah, man. It's so many ways you can do it because you have 24 hours in a day, man. So you
Yeah,
could get as crafty as you want with your schedule. Only thing I'm trying to do is provide some type of, consistent framework for most people. But then
yeah,
once you do it, and once you get that discipline in, if you want to, start around different times, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., whatever the case may be, but as long as you continue to hit your goal and stay structured, you know, the options are there. You got 24 hours in a day, man. So why do you think people don't make $2,000?
they're
Because
not
you
putting.
shit, you 2 weeks in, you about to be there already.
I'm gonna do it 2 times.
Yeah.
People not putting in enough time. If
Hmm.
you put in the time, you're gonna make the money.
Absolutely. Since you almost there, I know before we got on the camera, you was reading off your numbers. Go back to your earnings and read the audience the numbers. What you at right now for the week on your second week back in?
All right, hold on. I'm at 1567.
Okay.
Wait,
At
matter of fact, let me see it. On a wallet is 1685.
Not too shabby. 1685, man. So probably by the end of tomorrow, you should be at,
Or
two
afternoon,
racks.
by tomorrow afternoon. Cause
You hear it,
Fridays,
ladies and gentlemen. You hear it. He back out there, he getting it, man. And most of this is in Manhattan or, what major cities are
I
you applying
be
in?
just in New York. I be in New York. I be sometimes I get a trip to Jersey. It's like Jersey Airport.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm mainly in New York, in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx.
Okay.
Today I
That's
ended up in Staten Island far, but
hey man,
it's
you out
all
there getting it, man. So I commend you a lot, and because a lot of people they scared to do this. It's not even scared like as far as like the fear thing and the danger. It's they scared to put the work in, because people when once you made 2,000, did you send the screenshot to anybody, like family,
nah,
friends?
nah, I ain't got only
Okay.
you.
Oh, I guarantee if you send it to somebody, like man, boy, look how many hours you had to do. Like you had to do 70 hours. That's a lot, man. Like what do you have to when you had time to do fun things or like free time or go out, work life balance.
I do 400 a day. So by Friday night, I could stay out all night and chill, party. Saturday, I could chill and party. Sunday, I could relax. And Monday, I could start over.
Exactly, man. So like why like what is your why? Like how are you able to like just wake up consistently and just stay disciplined? It's something that's pushing you, that's keeping you out there. Like what is the main reason or your why?
I was out of work for like 10 months,
Mm,
and my car bills is a little bit high right now, so
okay.
I got to pay ASAP.
All right. Well shit. Well
That's right now.
man, there's
But
nothing wrong with that, man. But now you back working. Uh, I'm pretty sure that you feel good about yourself for even putting in all these hours and making this money. I know that. I know that's a damn good feeling. Because when I started, I mean, I felt amazing. I'm like, man, I didn't even know this is possible.
gee, I'll be going home getting like 3.5, 4 hours of sleep and back out here.
Yeah, you
Like I
like a
get home.
crackhead, a driving head, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I already know how it is, man. So I know exactly how it is. But yeah, man, I know it's late out there, and because you got what 45 minutes, an hour back.
like probably like 40. But I'm gonna do that last trip to get my 400 for the day.
All right, yeah. Well, before we get up out of here, man, for the people who's gonna be watching this, regardless if they're new drivers or they're current drivers, like what type of motivation or tips that you could give them, to help them on their journey.
The main tip is come out early. Come out like 4:35 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
If you could do that consistently, they'll definitely be able to make that 2,000 a week. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
2,000 a week.
Yep, I
That's
agree with that. In your opinion, why you think like those specific time frames are just like so key and so important?
because that's a lot of people's going to work, a lot of people's going to the airport, and you catch like a lot of rides early, like around 4:35 in the morning. People think nobody's out, but I be getting rides immediately. As soon as I turn the app on, I getting rides within 10 minutes.
Yep. Would you go to JFK or LaGuardia, or you probably go to all of them? Newark, JFK, LaGuardia.
But I don't even go straight to the airport. I just put the thing on while I'm warming up the car, and I'll get a ride.
Uh huh.
I live in the Bronx.
Now I'm talking about like once you pick them up, you go to those airports.
Like usually I'll pick somebody up. I usually end up downtown, like in Manhattan somewhere, and then from there I end up probably like in Jersey or JFK or
Mm-hmm.
LaGuardia.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that, man. And that's why I always say, man, start early. It's gonna be rides. Trust me, it's going to be rides. Somebody have to get somewhere. Somebody, especially if you like in a major city like New York, man, because people coming out there for business. They coming out there
yeah,
for business and they got to get places. And they got three major airports. You got LaGuardia, you got JFK, and you got Newark. So you know
yeah.
that's volume. But man, thank you once again, David. I appreciate you for coming on. Sharing your story. Sharing how you readapted your mindset, worked on yourself. Now you back out here. Making 2 racks a week on your second week back. Not too shabby once again. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is definitely possible. It all depends on your mindset and if you want it or not, man. You could be a hater or you could be one of these little nerds out here that want to calculate everything and depreciation and all this crap. Or you could just work on yourself and, see what you made of and like, I'm gonna wake up early. I'm a grind and we're gonna see what I'm making. Then we're gonna go from there. Maybe we switch some things up or, get better, maybe start different times, test out your market and learn. The choice is yours. But that's all I really have to say, man. Another winner of the 2 racks a week challenge, of course. Shout out to David. Shout out to New York. Until next time, holla back. Peace.
2 racks a week. 2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours.